You are there.
Yes.
Okay. What happened in 44?
That was the first time a plan was put together to address the flooding situation in Accra.
Okay.
What that means is we've always known that Accra is prone to flooding.
Okay.
So in that year, a pre-independence overall plan was put together for Accra.
Okay.
Though it was not statutory. But that is significant because it informs you that the authorities at the time knew that something must be done to address the situation of flooding in Accra.
Okay.
Then nothing was done with that plan. And then in 1958, a plan for the Accra town proper was put together. And this was Ghana's first official Accra master plan to tackle flooding.
Okay.
1958. Then this was not also seen through. Then in 1963 to 64, or 1963-64 to 1969-70, Nkrumah put together the 7-year development plan.
Okay.
And this plan is for national reconstruction, infrastructure, town, public service, and development. Incorporated in this plan was a comprehensive urban planning, drainage, sewage, and flood mitigation infrastructure. This is supposed to be implemented over 7 years.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, Nkrumah was overthrown, so that plan
was thrown into the
Yes, exactly. So between 1966 to 1991, there was complete shutdown of any plan that concerns itself with flooding in Accra.
Okay. Because Nkrumah had to be.
Exactly.
We had to find a way of making Nkrumah look evil.
In 1999, another strategy was put together.
Okay. 1999.
1991.
Okay.
They call it Greater Accra Strategic Spatial Plan or Spatial Plan.
Okay. 1991.
1991.
Under Jerry Rawlings.
Yes.
Okay.
An integrated comprehensive strategy spatial plan for Greater Accra Metropolitan Area, GAMA.
Spatial plan. Okay.
Was prepared with UN agencies to tackle the flooding situation.
Okay.
That one too encountered laxity from leadership, so it didn't really see the light of day until 2015. So there was that plan there to tackle the flooding situation in Accra with specific things to be done. It was not seen through until 2015 hit. June 3rd, 2015 flood affected 53,000 people and caused major losses. This is what later shaped Garrett planning.
Okay.
So Garrett was birthed on the heels of what happened on June 3rd.
Okay, 2015.
Yes.
So you said, okay, the plan that precedes 2015 was in 1991.
Greater Accra Strategic Spatial Planning or Spatial Planning.
Okay. Okay.
Then
we did one in 2015.
Good. 2015 to 2019, I think that was whilst Garrett was there. We had Hydrological Services Department drainage works. This initiative happened under the Garrett.
Okay.
And this, we had 117.7 million invested, but the Hydrological Service Department, HSD, built only 12 kilometers out of 110 kilometers targeted drains and no restoration ponds.
You're saying that
So
our plan was to build, 110
kilometers
of
drains and restoration ponds.
Restoration ponds.
Yes.
Okay. We did how many?
12.2 kilometers.
Oh, fantastic. This country, it's interesting.
So
anyway,
some of the priority drains were under the GAMA. This is different from the HSD, a separate one. There were drains that were targeted under the GAMA intervention. The Malam drain.
Okay.
Kalinshi First Light.
Malam drain. First Light.
Okay. Bawe.
Hey, but people will get angry this morning.
Agbogba. I don't know which one is Agbogba. Okay. Yeah. So these 4 were improved under the Gamma Sanitation and Water Project.
They were improved.
They saw improvement.
You're suggesting that they did some work in this
Exactly.
area. Okay.
And like I said, is it yesterday? I've seen some work being done on the First Light one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very comprehensive work.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the rain has compromised it. But I'm sure you were saying, someone said they would scoop out the debris and all that and then cover it up. Okay. They were not done with the covering before
the rain.
So a lot of things were pushed into it again. So a lot of work would be done on it again.
Okay. So we did under Gamma, we did Malam,
First Light, Bawe, Agbogba.
Okay.
They were improved.
That's
what was captured there, improved. And I suspect, let me put this one in. This improvement predated the current work I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is what is going on currently is separate from
the improvement that happened.
Good, because the improvement was between 2017 2019. It happened around that time.
Yes.
Good. Then in 2019, Garrett approved a 200 million for flood risk management, solid waste management, and basic infrastructure in the Odo Basin.
Okay, so please,
200
million what?
From World Bank.
Is it dollars or
dollars? Sorry, dollars.
Okay.
$200 million. Sorry.
Okay.
For flood risk management, solid waste management, and basic infrastructure in the Odo Basin.
Flood risk.
Yes.
You said flood risk, what?
Flood risk management, solid waste management, then basic infrastructure.
Basic infrastructure.
In the Odo Basin.
Okay. And that's for Odo Basin alone.
So when they mention, this is a World Bank funded thing. I think.
Okay.
So let me, there's another line. Garrett additional financing. So after the $200 million, World Bank added another 150 million to further improve flood and solid waste management for over 2.5 million people in the Odo Basin. Now, when they say Odo Basin, they are talking about all the places, communities, and towns whose water ends up in the Odo Basin, like Odo River.
Okay.
So I may not know the names of the places, but every river or every area whose waste runs through Odo is captured in the Odo Basin. So it's broad. It's not just the Odo River.
Okay.
So it's a broad scope. Then 2016 happened. What that means is that what the World Bank funding is supposed to have done was not accomplished.
Okay.
The money was suspended. Exactly. No, the 200 million went, the 150 went, but still the Odo is still the way it is. As of June this year, we were told that Odo had seen 40% work done. And Garrett extended the Odo project's completion to December 2027. A specific timeline was given for the Odo situation to be fixed, but it was missed.
What are we fixing?
Desilt Odo. Move structures that are too close to the Odo. Any obstacle to the flow of water through Odo must be removed.
Okay.
Littering the terrain, dumping rubbish into the river. Anything that could create a risk for Odo's smooth flow was supposed to be taken care of, but it was not done. They were supposed to prevent Odo from becoming a receptacle for solid waste.
Okay. Which it is now.
Exactly, that's what it's become. I think yesterday someone said there's a car park in Odo. Water has moved car into the Odo. Is that what we heard yesterday? Yes. So what it means is that if these things were implemented, there was no way run water would carry car into Odo.
Okay.
So the job has not been executed as planned, and this is where we are. They said 40% of job is completed, but I don't think what
40%. What did they do that's up to 40%? I want to understand.
And this 40% is there's a source, a credible source too. So say 40% of the job is completed. I have not seen that 40%. So that is what we have here now. Ghana's flooding problem is less about absence of isolated drain project and more about lack of consistent, basin-wide, fully funded and enforced drainage master plan. So you see, all the plans I've listed, none has been implemented fully.
Okay, but we've developed the master plans.
Yes, we keep changing. We keep
Nkrumah,
exactly.
Rawlings, we did Mahama. All of them.
All of them.
We have not shown commitment to implementing any of them.
You've heard the figures. Between 2019 and 2023, World Bank gave us 350 million USD.
So the money has been, we've seen money.
We've seen money.
But we were not spending the money on it. Okay, so this is if you Google just Odo Basin, this is what Google will tell you. The Odo Basin spans approximately 270 kilometers square across the Greater Accra region, acting as the primary drainage channel for central Accra. It encompasses densely populated commercial and residential areas starting from the Ebri, Equiapim Hills, and flowing south into the Atlantic Ocean via the Korle Lagoon. The basin passes through 17 metropolitan municipal and district assemblies. Key areas within this massive catchment include northern and upstream areas, Abokobi, Ashongma, Atomic Energy Area, West Legon, Achimota, and portions of the Equiapim Range. Now, if you look at the Abokobi, Ashongma, Atomic Energy Area, which is now very much developed, West Legon, Achimota, and portions in the Equiapim Range, you will see a lot of human activity there. Development activities happening in those areas. There's a central and heavily built up corridors, which includes Nima, Mamobi, Tesano, Jowolo, Kokomlemle, Alajo, Aveno, and the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. And the southern low-lying and coastal areas, Kaneshi, Awudome, Mataiko, Bubuashi, Agboblushi, and the Korle Lagoon. Now, most of these areas I just mentioned were flooded. Most of these areas. And let me go through the names again. And maybe you can tell me the places that were not flooded. Abokobi, Ashongman, Atomic Energy Area, West Legon, Achimota, and portions of the Equiapim Range. And then the heavily built up areas, Nima, Mamobi, Tesano, Jowolo, Kokomlemle, Alajo, Aveno, and the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Southern low-lying and coastal areas, Kaneshi, Awudome, Mataiko, Bubuashi, Agbogboshi, and the Korle Lagoon. So it is disrespect for Odo and the Korle Lagoon that is landing us here.
Yeah.
The day we start understanding that it's a water body and we respect it like the way we respect the one in our hometowns, we'll have no problem. So I think it was one of the... Thank you very much for that context. So from 1944, the year in which Nana Addo was born, we've been working on a plan. Yeah. But why? He was the most recent president, spent 8 years on the seat. Even he didn't even do any master plan. So imagine.
And chunk of the money, in fact, the entire money, 2019-2023 was spent within that year.
Within his time as president. So, and Nancy, that was what I was talking about, context. It matters.
Oh, it does.
It does matter. So if we're thinking about how to solve this problem, we need to sit down and think about the context within which we are solving this problem. So this history must first be available to them. They must understand the landscape we are talking about. This is not about politicians. This is about you talking about a mix of experts like engineers, geographers, people who understand how land, how it works, the topography of the land. You have to sit people down and let them see, can we do 1944, 45, 50? You said the first plan was 58, right?
Yes. The very first one
was,
let me see. That's yes, 58.
58.
Yes.
Okay. So can we do that? If we can we do 91?
Yeah.
If we can't do 91, can we do 2015? Or we need a new plan?
Yeah.
What has changed significantly before we start thinking about what to do? Me, for example, I wasn't big on the fact that the very first thing that was announced, and that was one of my problems with the Nana Addo era. When there's a problem, we announce the release of money.
Well, but I think this one, I agree with what you are saying to a large extent, but look at it this way. People have been hit hard, really. And
so
those who
was it to provide relief for them?
Yes, it's part of the package. I have identified 6 areas this fund will go into.
No.
Which
you have identified the areas, or they have
based on the reason the money was released.
Okay. So where will the money go?
So provide immediate humanitarian relief to individuals and communities affected by the flood.
Okay, humanitarian relief.
Yes. The second one is finance emergency response operations.
Okay.
Including rescue effort, temporary shelter, food, medical care, and other essential relief items.
Okay.
3, support the rehabilitation of recovery of flood-affected communities.
Rehabilitation and recovery.
Yes.
Okay.
Fund urgent flood mitigation interventions.
Urgent flood mitigation. Okay. So that's where the 300 million is.
Exactly. Accelerate drainage improvement and distilling works and strengthen flood control infrastructure.
Okay. That makes sense.
Me, the people-centered aspect, you know. Charlie, people have been really hit. Have you lived in a room with a leaky roof before?
But you're asking me.
Just a room with a leaky roof. The discomfort alone is crazy. Then now the entire room is gone. The room, the building is gone. You can imagine what people are going through.
So me, home to school. They used to close us because it's going to rain and they can't help you. So go home. So that was so. Anyway, I think
on that score,
there's a plan.
Exactly.
There's the clear.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And we are hoping because see the monies we've seen spent
on this issue
in the last 8 is
Yes.
what is it 8 years? The 8 years under Kufuor, huge, huge sums of money.
Yeah. I've been thrown at this problem.
We cannot point at what was done.
Okay.
We are seeing another tranche of money released. We are hoping that by the time they would come back and tell us that, oh, we have expended the money, blah, 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 we would see.
There'll be better accountability.
We would see with our eyes
Evidence of
what has been done.
that, okay, we can point to this, that, and that. Because tell me, the monies that we can tell that was spent on solving the flooding issue of Accra under Kufuor, when you put it together, all that money, evidence of what it was used for, you can't find it. You can't see anything. And I think that somebody should be answering some questions.
That's
about
the question
that.
a lot of people are asking online.
Somebody should be answering some questions about that.
Where the monies that were spent.
Yes. They should come and say, you cannot just write on paper that
we spend this money.
on I know, you see.
I thought I read something from Franklin Kujo trying to put the money in context.
Yes, I saw it too.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I saw it. But then, you see, and these same people. Yesterday I heard Jerry Ahmed.
Yeah.
I heard Jerry. I saw a video of Jerry Ahmed talking rubbish. And I asked myself, if we're asking them to come and tell us what they used all that money for, would they be able to be talking the way they are talking? Okay, by now we'll be on a table. Prove to us what you have done with the money.
Yeah.
Okay, where can we see what you said you have done? Why? Or just within how many years? 2 years? Everything has vanished. Is that it? So what exactly did you do?
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know. I hope that there's a plan. And those are great plans that you have just read to us.
Yeah.
I hope that we follow it.
And spend the money in those areas.
Yes. This is not money for you to pocket. Oh. This is not money for you to now start doing your own projects in your hometown. To now start your real estate, projects. This is money.
At stake are human lives. We have learned on Monday that at stake are human lives.
Now, I was lost for a couple of minutes. So I was just here. My instincts were telling me, go to circle, go to circle, go to circle. So I drove to circle.
Right now.
During your circle.
But the video I sent you, what do you think I saw?
Okay.
So I just went to circle.
Wow.
I went to circle.
It's true.
And I was so that's the video I took.
Okay.
Just about how many minutes? 15 minutes ago.
Yes.
I just rushed to circle, and that is the situation.
Okay.
All this.
So there's a need
Pile of
to
rubbish. along. This is where the trotros that are going to La Paz, Achimota, where they load. That is it. In front, just opposite that small station they have created for themselves. That is it. That is the situation, and we are seeing prediction of rain in the weather, and so I am just wondering if it rains now, all of these are going back into the drains. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today is Thursday.
They're still there.
Oh,
These things are still on the road.
Which assembly is this under?
I don't know.
See,
Circle now, I don't know. I can see what we have done with our assembly self. I don't
It's
know
so confusing.
where circle is now.
Is that
I don't know if it is
there's a storm drain below this road that connects
Yes,
to Odo.
exactly.
Yeah. It will go right. And
It's going straight into the door.
to go back.
So we are begging. I don't know if it is under AMA.
Begging.
The authorities now.
Why do you have to beg them? They must do their job.
I beg. We are begging you people. Whether AMA, Senators place is where.
Clotte. I have difficulties. Clotte. I don't know, one of them.
Either them or this one, Keon's place.
And
so it's between the three of them. AMA, Zenator's place, and then Keon's place. Is between the three of them.
Yes, Nkrumah Circle is under AMA.
It's under AMA.
Yes,
okay.
So, Mayor, do something this morning.
So, I don't know. They should find a way of clearing this rubbish. In
fact, they're expecting emergency response.
People are still selling. People are sitting right opposite it and they are selling. In fact, food vendors
that's what I want to say. I know this
right
is fine.
beside, like opposite it, they are, selling. And this thing is here. We are predicting rains. If it happens, we know what it will cause. Then I took the Adabraka stretch, went to...
Were you able to use the graphic road?
Yes, I used the graphic road.
Is it?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Really?
Yeah.
The graphic road was inaccessible. On Monday, you wouldn't even try it.
Yes.
It was right on top of the river.
I went through Adabraka.
Yes.
So I just wanted to see what's happening along that stretch that got flooded and see. I saw there's ongoing desilting of, there's a gutter around that area. I see excavators are there doing some, desilting and all that. But you see, the homes that were affected, they've packed all their belongings, things they can't use, things that are gone,
damaged there,
clothings and all, and they've heaped them along the road. So it's right. So from the beginning of the stretch to the end, you will see every home is bringing out stuff that they've lost to the flats, and they are just packing it at the frontage of their homes.
Okay.
And this, if it rains, will go back to the gutter that is right behind them, that is being desilted. It will go right into it. So I think that these are some of the things that the monies that have been released are supposed to be used for.
Yes, true.
Because I'm expecting that we know that all those items are damaged. And so we should have trucks
along evacuation exercise.
Trucks along that stretch that are packing all those things and taking it to the right place.
True.
4 days.
True.
After.
It's too long.
Those things are still lined along the road. And you pass by and you pass by, you see it, and you just know what will happen with the next rain.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so whoever is in charge, do the right thing. Ensure that we clear those debris, the clothing that people cannot use. We see broken furniture and all that. Please, let's pack those things. Yes, all of those things as soon as possible. Let's get them off the streets or the roads, so that when you use the graphic road, I think it's about time we intensify. I don't know. EPA would have to do something seriously about the plastics.
So the plastic,
So now plastics have decorated the entire what we call graphic road. There's this wiring that was used to cordon off the drains.
Yes.
From the road. So when you are passing, you just see plastics on the wire mesh. I mean, it's an eyesore. I don't know. The assemblies would have to get to work. I hope that some of these monies are going to the assemblies to help their work, because they'll be working. They need to work.
Yeah.
And when you get the money, use it. Work with it. Nothing. I'll be polikakra. I'm a side chick.
The side chicks are important.
So, my tour of Circle and Adabraka this morning. This is what I've
That's
seen.
a very
Great one. It's important that, so what you're asking for is an emergency evacuation of this rubbish.
Yes.
To ensure they don't go back into the drains.
Because that's where it's going.
Okay.
That's where it's headed to, straight. Yeah.
So there's a need for action now.
And you know that the VIP station was flooded. The main, they call it Circle Station.
Yes.
But I think they call it Kanishi Station.
Yes.
At Circle.
At Circle, yeah. That's the main lorry station.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was also flooded.
Yes.
So most of the buses are on the route
Okay.
loading passengers.
They are not using those.
Yes. So they've also created
And a traffic
situation in front of the station. So it's difficult to use that stretch as well. So, I mean, a couple of things happening around Circle and Adabraka that we have to pay attention to, because those activities there eventually would end up in the Odo, in the Koli. And those are the two major drains we have in Accra.
You see all the names you mentioned? That's the base, Every activity from those areas end up in Odo.
Yeah. So it means that we need to do better.
Yeah.
We need to do better. We have to create a buffer zone, and we need to stop trying to concretize the Odo Basin. Allow it to be a natural water body so that it flows nicely. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop. It's not a good idea. Anyway,
can I give us more advice to one minister?
No.
I can't.
Which minister?
You see, you may have the technical know-how.
Okay.
You may lack communication. You may be doing everything right. You may be getting the work done. But one wrong communication would affect everything you have done on the ground.
Okay.
I think that if we want to keep the Greater Accra Regional Minister at post, she herself should get a spokesperson.
Someone will speak for her.
Yes. Thank you very much. I'll leave it there.
The Greater Accra Regional Minister needs spokesperson.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Today is the birthday of Papa Bisu. Happy birthday to Papa Bisu. Today is also the birthday of William Stogbo Otu. A happy birthday to both of you. And we have been talking about this issue of flooding since. No, if I say Monday, I will be making it, because we've been talking about this. Right?
Since February.
Yeah, because this year we've recorded many cases of flooding.
Sure.
Not only in the Greater Accra region, Volta region has seen many rounds of flooding. So it's been quite a worrying year. We must act fast and do better with our city management. What Nancy is talking about is supposed to have been done like yesterday. This rubbish is supposed to be have been evacuated like yesterday. They should have put trucks on the roads by yesterday and be asking people who have rubbish to just bring them out, for them to evacuate them out of the city. If you're doing an emergency preparedness exercise, evacuation of rubbish should be a big part of it. The silting that you said you saw some on the graphic road.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been
Adabraka.
Yes, Adabraka.
Odo.
Okay.
Hey, that's all, the proper Odo.
Yeah.
You said graphic road. You said it's somewhat.
Adabraka.
Okay.
Adabraka.
Some is equally ongoing in my lane. The lane I talk about that, the flood water with debris terminate on they are distilling it. They are working on it.
And then one of the things you need to also do is emergency road improvements. In many areas, people are struggling to use their roads.
Sure.
Just gravel it, re-gravel it, and what they call it, the one they press it or something. There's a word for it. Do that.
And
Compact it.
yeah.
And do some of those things.
Is education part of the plan?
Education, yeah, we don't do education.
It's not mentioned, but I think
It
education
should
It's
is
a
be
huge part of it. It should be a
see,
huge
education and law enforcement. Because
education.
our culture, the disposal of waste, indiscriminate disposal of waste culture. is a big
Education
problem.
should be a part of a big part of the plan. By now, the assemblies are putting jingles together.
Yeah.
Are putting, something together. And we are seeing them in the communities. We are seeing them on radio stations, on television stations, talking to people. But I'm not seeing that. So I don't know what we are doing with education. Or we feel that it's not necessary.
It is.
That one.
We're going, but do you know that Dajo? There's somebody called that. They said that Dajo has pleased guilty in 4.4. Hey, people they for
Romance come.
$4.4 million. How did he manage to?
Is it the one that says he will refund it?
Yeah.
He said he has $4.4 million to refund. Hey, cash deal on them. Cash deal on them. Very interesting things. In fact, we heard everything. We know that there's a lot more happening. It looks like there's a tassel. I don't know what should I call it, tassel. The Ghana Digital Center matter. I heard it this morning, where people were they, what do you call it, dismissed? Temporary workers were dismissed. Contract workers.
Yeah,
the
contract
minister says no, not yet.
Yes.
Why were
Leave
they
it.
dismissed? Or
I think their contract may have expired or something like that. So that's another matter. We've heard that. We've heard about the rising inflation rates and the caution from the Statistical Service, among others. We've heard that. It's not like we don't hear. We also heard that Tor is continuing its profit-making venture.
Yeah.
Combat, good morning. You're doing a great job. Continue. We are not saying you are not doing a great job. We are saying that at this point in time, when there's a national emergency, we shelve everything. We deal with the national emergency. We saw Wuntumi do. It's not like we didn't see you.
We've seen all
We see
the
everything.
time. Yeah.
We know. Sometimes people think that we are too fixated, but when there's a national emergency, we forget all of that. Wuntumi, as for him, he's buying cholera for himself. A day after the rain, he was touching the grass. He's buying cholera for himself.
that's what I want to say.
So we can. There are many things that we will naturally then decide that okay, they can wait. Let's deal with this ones first. We're seeing fuel prices falling drastically because of largely you can take credit for some things, but this one Donald Trump caused it. He's trying to reverse it. Yeah, so we see all that. And then the big issue of South Africa.
Yeah.
We have lost one person, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think,
The Ministry of Foreign
somebody
Affairs
was
and Nation
shot
Issues.
The person was in his
in his
shop.
shop.
Gee.
Was in his
In his
shop.
shop.
Was shot. And I don't know. I think it's about time, Africa, we come together and say that you are on your own.
Yeah.
I think
I am not.
they're already on their own.
I am not seeing that action from Africa. As a
Coordinated response.
okay.
I spoke to somebody in
Coordinated
Johannesburg-
response.
Johannesburg this morning. The person is saying that other countries like Mozambique and Namibia and those people, they are also evacuating their citizens.
Yes, let's do that
from
and
South
then
Africa.
say that you are on your own. Okay.
When they say everybody should leave.
The thing is that what? Take Ghana for instance. What are we going to lose? Then Nigeria was South Africa. Juice. Free juice. And you see the free juice that we import from South Africa.
Wine. You import wine too.
Why?
Wine. Oh, I think. Wine there you
she
people
did.
can do without it. But you see, that free juice thing. Do you know that we still export our pineapple to them.
For them,
Then they
Produce them, bring it back to us.
then they will do the fruit juice.
And
Then
bring it back
bring
to us.
it back to us.
By-
that is why the UP has a
So-
separate factory. The one in the
Ekunfi juice.
Ekunfi
So you see,
drink it.
if we decide that you are on your own, you will not get our pineapple. We will start putting factories in Ghana to use the pineapple we plant here
Watch it.
to do juice for us in Ghana, and we'll buy it in Ghana. What nonsense is this? I've heard somebody saying that. I've heard somebody saying that.
Apple juice.
What? Those people who are on that tangent are in the minority. I'm saying, what minority are you talking about?
It's no longer a matter of minority.
It's growing.
What?
It's
No,
growing
wait, oh.
group of people.
Minority, as in what?
Are they aware they have security men guarding them whilst they commit crime against other
You
citizens?
see, it is the
They're lighting
inaction and the
Yes.
inaction of the government of South Africa
Yes, they are looking on.
fire.
They
They're
don't care.
failures.
is the other thing for me. It's just like, carry on,
Yes.
do it. I am not saying it, but I support what you're doing.
What do you expect?
I will not stand on a platform and say I am behind my boys, my girls,
Silence me.
but you are encouraging them to do it.
But at the end of the day, do you know what this does to the South African government? Nobody thinks about them now.
Yeah.
So their failures are not now the preoccupation of the South African. It is they are blaming everything on the African migrants, that they are the problems. But you see, when you light this kind of fire, you find it difficult to put it out.
Exactly.
So at some point in time, you won't have the African migrant to blame. That is when South Africa will learn a big lesson. That there are some fires you don't light because you cannot put them out. Why would you say they are doing peaceful protests and somebody is shot in their shops? In their shop. So do you know the number of people who will be killed over this period? When you are done, they will leave your country for you. Many people will realize that there are some fires you don't light.
But there's one thing I
What
don't
are
understand.
you doing with a gun on a peaceful protest?
There's one thing that I don't know how to say it. They said, leave our country. The government is quiet, meaning the government is support of that.
Oh, yes.
Why
The
are
government
people still
campaign
there?
with
In fact, they said they are denying people the opportunity to regularize themselves.
Yeah.
They are withholding documents that they are supposed, even giving people the necessary documents to be evacuated from the country.
It's also an issue.
They are refusing to do that. So it's like as if the government itself is part. No, it's not like as if the government itself is part of the problem. They are enabling this. They are enabling this with their actions. Because at any point in time, citizens start walking around and asking, Nancy, where are your papers? It means that one, your immigration policy has failed. Citizens are now doing that without the necessary training. So the problem is not only about. So South Africa is a big issue. We need to. It was a big issue back then. This time around, we have new problems.
Anyway.
This from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They said they have received with profound shock the sadness reports, profound shock and sadness. Reports of the fatal shooting of a Ghanaian national, Mr. Bashiru Isaac, aged 40, in Khayelitsha, Cape Town, South Africa, on Monday, 30th June, during anti-immigrant demonstrations linked to ongoing xenophobic attacks. The government of Ghana condemns in the strongest terms this senseless act of violence and the rising tide of xenophobia targeting African nationals, including Ghanaians in South Africa. The taking of any life is unacceptable, and those responsible must be brought to justice without delay. On the instructions of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ghana High Commission in Pretoria has formally registered Ghana's protest with the Department of International Relations and Cooperation and has subsequently filed a complaint with the South African Police Service. These steps were carried out after having confirmed the identity of the deceased and notified the bereaved family. At the request of the government of Ghana, an autopsy has since been performed on the body. Ghana demands from South African authorities a full, transparent and expedited investigations leading to the arrest and prosecution of the perpetrators. We also reiterate our call on the South African authorities to ensure enhanced protection for all Ghanaian nationals in affected communities. The ministry, through its High Commission in Pretoria, has formally registered Ghana's protests to the South African authorities and has reiterated our expectation that South Africa, in line with its international obligations, will guarantee the safety, dignity, and rights of all foreign nationals in the territory, including Ghanaians. It will be recalled, then continues. So they say they have reported to the police. They have taken the necessary steps, asking for investigations into this. But the monies that were spent, they said they spent some to buy cars, training, consultancy. I told you,
Consultancy.
you know, when Nana Akufo-Addo was in power, I always say that they don't spend the full money. And then the my favorite part is that COVID-related expenditure.
Yes, you had money to solve issues of COVID that was used for campaign.
Yeah.
That's shared for MPs, candidates.
COVID-related expenditure is any expenditure that was made during the period of COVID that we cannot account for. Do you understand? As long as COVID existed, we'll find a reason to spend. And during that period, they spent billions without giving me one face mask. So I wonder where the monies went to. I've always wondered where the monies went to. Consultancy.
Who were they consulting?
And then they said they bought cars. You see, we are back Monday with another edition of the Gold Morning Conversation. Like we said, tomorrow is a holiday. The holiday. Ghana, nothing will happen to Ghana whilst we are on holiday. Even if something is happening, we can't help you people. So we are going on holiday. Coming up next, the mid-morning show. Myself, Edem, Nancy, SM, Eric, Patrick, who is in Wejagbawe, Chairman, Alaska B. We say enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your holiday. We'll see you Monday on the Gold Morning Conversation. Thank you very much for your contributions on Facebook and also via our text message line, the calls you made into the program. Coming up next is award-winning DJ Abega.
The president's favorite DJ.
I'm telling you. Maybe so.
No.
Really? The man said, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's you just reminded.
You are the president's favorite DJ.
I see. DJ's DJ.
Big man.
You know the travel checklist, how to get to your destination, which clothes to